Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $, usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $, usual 50/50. Tickets on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be sent. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshitting on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
The weight enough flex. The live was 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You ain't run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar.
Fat Joe checking in here at the Louis Armstrong Stadium ahead of your man.
Who we got tonight?
Balanga, you already know, TS.
It's Balanga time, TS, baby, by knockout.
That's what I was to say, Edgar Balanga taking on Hamzah Sheeraz.
You're gonna put him through the ropes.
How excited are you for Edgar's challenge here?
I'm so excited. You know, the guy's a good guy, but he got to go. You know, we don't play that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches, he come from the streets. We're not playing that.
How excited are you, I guess, to see him here at the Louis Armstrong
excited.
Stadium? Yeah.
So excited, I think we might be bringing him in the ring, right?
I don't know, are we?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah.
I think we're bringing him in. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches, he come from the streets. We're not playing that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches, he come from the streets. We're not playing that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches, he come from the streets. We're not playing that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches, he come from the streets. We're not playing that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches, 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 come from the trenches.
I'm from the trenches! The trenches, where niggas be screaming no love for these bitches, just fuck all these bitches, it's always my bitches. Look, no punching the clock, we need fast cash, running around like they on it, I'm shopping, we tag that, I'm from the trenches. I'm from the trenches. I'm from the trenches. We supposed to fuck these stitches. I gotta get in my fingers, keep bitching, keep pushing the word like a bitch.
Oh my god. Sheeraz, congratulations. Balanga. Oh my god, you got knocked out. Oh my god. Oh, something Canelo Alvarez couldn't do.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Let's bleed, shall we? Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Good morning. Come on in. Smash the like button. Like and share the video. We are our own algorithm. We don't leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us. Yeah. Let's tell some truth this morning. Let's do this roll call. Snoop. What up, Snoop? Black Gun Owners Magazine, salute to you. Stormy B-Man, the Sensei's in the building. Mind of Mansa Musa. Daryl Anderson, MXC. Steve L, salute, brother. Dill Spoolie. Coach Hudson in the building. Oh, jumped on me early. HMC, salute. Stephen X in the building. Black Jericho. Jeff Spark, always supporting. Salute. Jay, what's going on? Mr. Shelton in the building. 704 Joe. Phenomenal Mexican. Spiritually biased. Salute. Smash the like button. D watchers, play the background. Troublemakers, instigators, play the background. Do what you do. It don't work over here, but it is what it is. Kamara, what up, brother? Let's get to the smoke immediately. I need you to listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very, very carefully. Until the New York State Athletic Commission says that there was something wrong with Hamzah Sheeraz, until somebody grabs those hand wraps and says, hey man, there was a substance in it that makes it harden like a cast, until any of that happens, I don't want to hear it. Jim Diamond, Bionic Prince, salute. Hen Dog, salute. Jalen, what up? I don't want to hear it. I told y'all this is a dirty sport. I told y'all that. Ryan Garcia is not going to be the last person to cheat. He wasn't the first person to cheat. I told y'all that. And I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear the speculations. Every argument that y'all threw at us ever in reference to our brothers, y'all gonna hear it today. Y'all may as well stop. Before this shit grows feet, I'm letting y'all know. I'm shutting it down right here. Hamzah Sheeraz won. Period. Don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Stephen X, new member of the Strong House. Salute to you, good brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't want to hear nothing about this. Hamzah Sheeraz cheated until the New York State Athletic Commission says different. All right. The fight was Saturday. What is today? Wednesday? Yeah, you know how drug tests like to take its time coming back and things like that. Well, so we'll wait on it. But as it stands right now, I don't want to hear it. Now, if y'all don't know, there's something. Killer, what's going on? There's something going on. I just started a TikTok just to do it. And I guess I upload shorts over there just to do it. I'm not really paying attention to nothing over there. I'm just, I just did it to do it. Came across, I don't know this brother's name, but someone reposted his stuff on Instagram, which is how I found it. And he's saying he's not accusing Hamzah Sheeraz of foul play, but he just said it looks, someone brought it to his attention. So he did a video. So he's really not saying anything. Someone brought it to his attention. He did a video on it. Now, apparently, Hamzah didn't take off his glove. And then when he did take it off, one of the hand wraps he kept on, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So we want to talk about gloves and hand wraps now. That's what we doing? Y'all already know where my mind went. But what the young man did say, and I don't know the brother. I didn't even retain his name. Because you know how niggas are. Oh, they're going to run and find him. Oh, yeah, Drew Titan was talking about you. The LDBC was talking about you. No. You put a video out there. Therefore, it's your material and you're responsible for what you put out. I watched the whole short video. It was like a minute and some change long. He was very clear when he said some people brought it to his attention. This is not something that he looked and noticed. And he's actually saying it, and he's saying, well, what do y'all think? So it's really not his information, Brother Reef, Lost from the Jungle, salute. It's not his information. Someone brought it to his attention. He reviewed it. But he did say one thing. Perfect Black, salute. He did say one thing. He said, well, that is Turkey's man. That's his Muslim brother, something to that effect. And I said, that's very interesting. You know, because when he was fighting Adames, Turkey, you know, in complete violation of what we perceive to be normal boxing rules, he went up to Hamzah's corner and said, you're down 2 rounds. And people went crazy. Oh my God, he can't do that. Oh, man, shut up. He's Prince Turkey or whatever. His Excellency, Turkey Al-Sheikh can do what the fuck you want. You know why? Because everybody in boxing does what the hell they want to do. Everybody. Jared, what up? Everybody. You're not going to tell me to have smoke for Turkey Al-Sheikh and Hamzah Sheeraz. Meanwhile, Daniel Kinahan and Tyson Fury the whole time. Meanwhile, ESPN hasn't said a word about those fools. Meanwhile, one is a notorious cartel leader still at large with a $5 million bounty on his head, and Tyson Fury is no longer allowed on American shores due to his affiliation with that guy. You want me to pay attention to Turkey Al-Sheikh and Hamzah Sheeraz? You got me messed up. You got me messed up, alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar, you got me messed up. I don't know who you think you... No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. That's his Muslim brother? Absolutely it is. Guess what? Tyson Fury prays to who again? He's a Christian man. Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Not one of you Negro Christians called him out on being a liar, a drunk, a cheater. And y'all pray to the same God. Thomas, what up? So y'all got me confused. Now again, I don't know the brother's name. It's a light-skinned brother. I think he got dreads or he got long hair. And that's not the first time I saw him talk boxing. Gerard Harlem in the building. But again, people brought this to him and he addressed it. But he did say, you know, it's something to ponder. Eric Jordan, salute. It's something to ponder, you know, because that's his, you know, Muslim, like that Muslim connection, as if it's a gang connection. Like the gang connection between Tyson Fury and Daniel freaking Kinahan. It's not the same. One is clean, one is not. One has real wealth, the other one has wealth with bodies on it. And nobody's saying anything. I told you boxing's dirty. The difference is what happened with Deontay, we had proof, and y'all told us basically to shut up. All I heard was, oh, well, he's done, though. He's done. Dent in his head, knowing that Fury don't even punch like that. Y'all told us, shut up. Devin Haney with Ryan Garcia. He was caught red-handed. And then when he was caught, what did he do? Blame George Floyd and black people and all this other shit. Ron Rico salute, and I still got knuckle draggers talking about, well, I can't unsee the left hook. Well, Edgar Berlanga got hit with every punch I could think of on Saturday. He got hit with uppercuts, left hooks, right hooks. I mean, it was a sight.
Whack, jack, smack.
Every time he threw a punch, it was
whack, jack, smack.
Good night.
And it was over. So let's go here. Even if he had plastered hand wraps, he still had to land a punch. I mean, Shane Mosley didn't get touched, whether Margarito had plaster in his hands or not. Go back and watch the fight. He didn't get touched. Edgar got touched. And guess what? He gets touched every fight. That wasn't the first time he got knocked down. That was the first time he got knocked down and hurt. He's been knocked down a couple of times. And then when you're in there outboxing him, he's biting you. So that's the truth about Edgar Berlanga. The truth is Edgar Berlanga, he told Hamzah Sheeraz, I got an iron chin. He told him that. And Hamzah tested it, and it failed. Edgar Berlanga's not a defensive specialist. Rod Neal in that super chat salute. He says, hey, bro, sorry for being off topic. My sister lost a battle with cancer early this morning, asking the family, please. Absolutely, brother. You could have just texted me that, brother. You didn't have to put that in the super chat, man. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry because, you know, I just got some news. A friend of mine has to deal with that now. I just got that news yesterday. Salute to you, brother, man. Prayers, man. Sorry, man. So sorry, brother. Ooh, boy. What was I talking about? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so Edgar Berlanga is not, he's not a defensive specialist at all. And he's been dropped a few times in his career. This wasn't the first time. Like I said, this is the first time he's actually been hurt. And to try and talk about this man's alleged hand wraps and hey, he can get away with it because of his affiliation with Turki Al-Sheikh. So now that's what we're doing. We're going to talk about how Turki Al-Sheikh is corrupt. You clowns can't talk about anything in reference to corruption as it pertains to the sport of boxing, because Daniel Kinahan is still at large and Tyson Fury can no longer darken the shores of my country. Ernest, what up? He can't darken our doorstep at all. The brothers UK, salute to you, brother. And shout out to the UK. Hamzah Sheeraz represented very well. And I'm happy for him. Why are we acting like this kid can't punch? I just pulled up his box rec. He is now 22 wins, 18 knockouts, no losses, and 1 draw. And I want to show y'all something. Because I'm just now seeing this. You know how they made a big old hoopla? I forgot what fight it was, but then he was suspended and they said, oh, look, he popped dirty. And we said, calm the hell down. It is basic. What's the word I'm looking for? It is protocol. After you fight, they suspend your license so you don't participate in boxing legally for your own safety. Now, let me show you this. Hamzah Sheeraz, 22 wins, 18 by knockout, no losses, 1 draw. Suspended by New York State Athletic Commission until July 26th, which is in 10 days. Okay? All right? That's just protocol. So I don't care what y'all, I don't know what y'all talking about with this, you know, he I don't know what. He got he has some plaster wraps. Okay, look, I know why I'm on edge about all of this stuff, but all these guys are Johnny come latelys, and I want to salute the brothers that were in on their Instagram posts because someone reposted it, and I looked at the comments. I saw my brother Black Martial Arts Society in there. I saw CB Sports TV in there. Steve L. the Mac. I don't know if I saw a few of the brothers in there. And they were like, nah, get out of here with that. We don't want to hear nothing. Because what happened to Devin Haney, blah, 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 blah. What happened to Deontay Wilder, blah, 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 blah. So we were on it. Word up, ask Ammo Williams if this kid can punch or not. And it's a further testament. Moving up in weight doesn't necessarily mean you're losing stuff. He said I was draining myself versus when I was fighting at 160, I was draining myself. Comes in at 168, I'll be damned. This guy was not 168 on fight night. I told y'all he looked like he was almost 200 pounds, man. And it showed because he knocked the shit out of Edgar Berlanga. He said during the post-fight, there was a part of the fight where he did something to him and he heard Berlanga say, oh shit. He heard him say it out loud. Now, Berlanga hasn't denied it. He gave some response. I read it, you know, said he's going to come back stronger. And, you know, shout out to Hamzah and, you know, good sportsman type of stuff. And that's cool. That's cool. He ain't calling him a liar. And this dude is an absolute threat at 68. I'm going to say this right now. He's all wrong for Canelo. And Canelo's going to try and you know, resolve this thing with Bud and probably do something else after that, probably. But don't be surprised if he lead a sport after that, because like we always say, there's always somebody in those lower ranks that they're probably around. You're not even thinking about them. But now, Hamzah put 168 on notice. And the one thing I said when I stood next to him, I said, he's a legit 6'4". He's taller than me. He's a legit 6'4". I don't know. Don't look for people to saying, hey, man, he should be at 175. Look for people to start saying that. Berlanga was supposed to be the puncher, right? He couldn't out-punch this kid, and he couldn't out-box this kid. So what you got? What you got? I'm going to tell you what you got. You got motherfuckers talking about he cheated. Well, we're going to talk about cheating today. Matt Borgeson in that super chat, much love, brother. He said, do you think it's healthier for boxing if Hamzah Sheeraz beats Canelo or Dubois beats Usyk? Isn't the healthiest thing is for England to have gold? I'm not sure what you're asking me. Well, let me answer the first part. I think anybody beating Canelo is good for boxing. And I firmly believe that Bud's going to do that. I firmly believe it. All right. If Dubois beats Usyk, I don't have a problem with Usyk because all he does is show up and perform. He's a clean fighter. He's a smart fighter. He knows how to win. I'm just rooting for Dubois because I love his story. I've gotten to, I don't know, I never met him personally. When I say I've gotten to know his family, what I'm saying is I've become more educated about his family. There was some things I didn't understand about Daniel Dubois. Like, you know, when he had his first loss with the eye situation against Joe Joyce, and he just kept coming back, and, you know, he didn't seem rattled. Then he had the thing with his knee. He just came back. It didn't seem rattled. I said, you know, nothing's bothering this kid. It sort of reminded me of Evander Holyfield. He doesn't get bothered with nothing. It's like, you know, I'm just going to get back in the gym and get back. It's like, whatever. This is boxing. Right? And I didn't understand, because you gotta understand with this younger generation, they're so over emotional and super sensitive. But what do I say when I see a man behaving like that? Oh, obviously this dude he has issues with not having any male leadership growing up. The difference is with Bud, his father was there, but Bud is fighting with a chip on his shoulder. And he's taking it out by way of the sport. So I could dig it. So I'm looking at Dubois and I didn't understand it. And then Stormy sent me an interview with his father. And I watched the whole thing. I said, yo, you know what? I get it. He's cut from his father's cloth, man. He's a man. You win some, you lose some, but you never quit. There's no quitting Daniel Dubois. That's why y'all don't understand. Now, I just said that. There's people right now saying, oh, he quit against Juggernaut Joe Joyce, or he quit against Usyk. Y'all don't think like how I think. That Usyk thing, I don't think he'll ever say this out loud. And I think this is only something that I would have to talk to him black man to black man about. And I could be wrong. But I firmly believe that he waved the white flag for self-preservation. It was when it was at the height of the Ukraine and Russia situation, and he was fighting in Poland. And I think at that point, he looked and said, you know what? I got to make sure my black ass gets out of here alive. Because if I beat this man, fuck poison and water, my plane gonna get shot out the sky. They're gonna be like, oops, we thought it was a Russian. No, it was just Daniel Dubois on that thing. Please, man. I firmly believe he was thinking about self-preservation. Furthermore, I think he got robbed of a knockout. That's what I think. So no shade to Usyk. I'm just riding with Dubois because I like what I see. And I think he's rejuvenated, and I'm picking him to win that fight. No shade to Usyk. So, you know, Usyk is a real one. Like I said, he's a clean fighter. He knows how to get things done. I'm looking forward to it. So I have no malice towards Usyk. You also said, isn't the healthiest thing is for England to have gold? I think what you're trying to refer to is when I say British fans are better boxing fans. Let me be clear when I say that. British fans are better than, there's a matter of fact, American boxing fans are the most fugazi and uneducated boxing fans on the planet. But we know that. They're the most shady, the most fugazi, the most uneducated, and they're just horrible. They're just horrible. And British fans, they stick together. If you're a Brit, they fucks with you. Now, I know they have a racial thing going on over there, but let me tell you what I see over here. I saw them support Lennox Lewis. I saw them support Frank Bruno. I saw them support Ricky Hatton. I saw them support Prince Nassim Hamed. I see them supporting Hamzah Sheeraz. Now, what did I just say? Black people, white people, people of Middle East descent. They're all Brits. Black British Jamaicans, they're all Brits. On American soil, you don't get that. Oh, he from the trenches, so I fucks with him. Oh, he got long hair. Oh, I like his tattoos. Oh, you see that car? And the second they have a bad night in that ring, they're the first ones to be on social media clowning the person that they supported. And then when you ask them, yo, what's up with that? What do you get? Oh, I'm not really a fan anyway. Aha, he lost. You don't want to hold it down with the person you claim you supported. You a fair-weathered fan. There's a lot of that going on my shores. So that's why I say British boxing fans are better. Everybody, Mexican fans, British boxing fans, from the continent of Africa fans. When Martin Bacoli flatlined Jared Anderson, when he went back to his country, they had a parade for him. When Devin Haney had to go to Australia 2 times, once to win on Undisputed and then to defend it, when he came back, there was no parade, nothing. He was met with pillow fist and all kinds of ridiculous rhetoric, all kinds of disrespect, not from us, but from the peanut gallery. The sad fact is the peanut gallery, there's more of them in numbers than people like us. So I don't I always say, I don't fuss with these cats. Don't I always say, people have to qualify to talk boxing with you. That's why we are a very rare breed. You don't qualify. You run around talking about Devin Haney's pillow fist, you don't qualify. You talking about you can't unsee a left hook, you don't qualify. Tyson Fury can't come to American shores. Oh, I didn't know that. You don't qualify. Who's Daniel Kennedy? You don't know? You don't qualify. You're DQ'd. You don't qualify. If you got to edit a picture of Tank Davis on a picture on a poster that has fighters like Ali and Tyson and Foreman and Liston and Ray Robinson and Ray Leonard and Hearns, and you got to put Tank Davis on that poster, you are definitely disqualified. There's reality, and then there's a man crush. There's supporters of the sport, and then there's fanatics. So now the fanatics want to jump on this. Well, they're trying to start this thing that Hamzah Sheeraz may have cheated. I'll wait for the athletic commission. But let's play the game though. Main biker in that super chat salute. He says Bite Langer had a birthday. That's why he was eating punches. He had a Oh my God, man. Ridiculous. The Brothers UK, one of my day one salute, brother. He says, peace, brother Drew. I'll ask him for you. We share the same You serious? Yo, shout out, man. Man, shout out to Hamzah Sheeraz, man. And shout out to you, good brother. You Brothers UK was like my second or third sub, bro. For real. Thank you so much. And if you get a chance to ask him, put a word in for me. I would love to get him in the strong house, man. I fucks with Hamzah Sheeraz. And plus, now we can say he's a road warrior. He came not only to American shores, but he came to this man's backyard and obliterated him. You remember when I said, now I don't feel no kind of like negative way about Edgar Berlanga. What I did say was, you doing all of this talk. Listen, that's not can we stop with this super thug stuff? That's not what my city is. Can we stop that? We don't all behave like that. I'm saying he did that. He did that. And people are like, yo, that's New York? No. Especially how that goddamn fight ended. No. No. Absolutely not. It was kind of embarrassing. I told you, I was at the goddamn the presser, and I'm like, oh. Hamzah Sheeraz shows up in a suit looking dapper. Go to his Instagram. He was taking pictures. He looked like a model. And he gets on the stage and he's so well spoken, and then here come this motherfucker with a jean suit and looking like he belonged in a corner and acting like it. And his kids was running around. I was like, oh my God. I was embarrassed, man. Like, damn, man. Why didn't you show up in a suit? You could have still talked your shit. And then you have the nerve to get your ass kicked, bro. Don't look at New York and say, yo, that's how y'all. No, that's not y'all. No, absolutely not. Hell nah. So salute, Brothers UK. Much love to you. And salute to the supporters of boxing in the UK. Y'all are just better. Y'all are just better. Y'all are in abundance and y'all are just better. Y'all respect the sport. Now true, there's a lot of UK fanatics that get on my nerves. But I've watched them support every UK fighter out of, even some of them support Tyson Fury. When it came time for him to get in the ring with Wilder, a lot of them said, yo, you know, he represents the UK, you know. Didn't like it. And I hate Tyson Fury forever. Because he's a cheater. He's the real cheater. Bastard sinner. But salute. My brother, Divine Sense Boxing in the building. Salute, God. How are you? He said it's Divine Sense in the flesh. Just coming through to show love to my big brother. Julio. Salute to you, bro. If y'all don't follow Divine Sense on social media, y'all need to. You think I got a six-pack? This brother's shredded. This brother's shredded, man. Hell yeah. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate you, man. We got to talk some boxing soon, man. Salute to you, good brother. Much love, man. Thank you so much. That's the fam right there. My brother Thomas in that super chat salute. He says, was going to save this till my life, but this was revenge for Danny Garcia beating him. Shut the fuck up. No. He says, remember what Danny's father said to build up that fight? Yeah, man. Angel Garcia been out of pocket for a while, man. And I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh because I said, you know what? If he's saying that about Amir Khan, I wonder what he said about black people. That didn't take long, did it? And it got so bad, the industry said, yo, look, man, you can't be interviewed anymore, man. You're doing too much. You saying too much. What's wrong with you? Man. Didn't he say Danny would never lose to no, he made reference to a Pakistani, you know, he used a derogatory term. But he made it like, you know, the Boricuas will beat anybody. I forgot what he said, but it was cringe. I was like, ugh, you ain't have to go there. What's wrong with you, bro? When someone get pissed off and they immediately start going to race, okay, that tells you everything. Like, people, oh, you black asshole. I'm like, damn, why can't I just be an asshole? Why I gotta be a black ass? Why you gotta throw the black on it? What's going on, huh? Are you all right? Wow, I remember that. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was ugly. It was ugly. Matt, back in that super chat, salute, good brother. He said, what I'm saying is it's important that an undisputed champion be from the USA or the UK and have a name people can remember. Usyk is undisputed and nobody now. Okay, nobody know. Okay. What you're saying is Usyk don't have the same buzz. A lot of that has to do with who Usyk is. You feel me? I think Usyk is not loud and not brash. He does have swag. MP, what up, brother? He has swag, you know, he comes out, you know, dressed funny and he dances and stuff like that. But on American shores, nobody cares. And if I could make a recommendation to Usyk, well, you know, who am I to give him any advice? You know, because he's a grown-ass man. But if I was around his team and he considered doing something to catch the public eye, I would tell him not to. Don't become a minstrel show. Y'all know what a minstrel show is. My fellow brothers and sisters of the same ethnicity as me, y'all know what a minstrel show is. Now Usyk does his own thing. He dances, and you know, he when he got in the ring with AJ for the second face-off, he was dancing on him and stuff. That's his thing. But he don't need to catch the eye of the American audience, because the American audience is the worst boxing audience in the world. And I will stand on that. The evidence is the fact that I have to address this. Now you're saying Hamzah Sheeraz cheated? What are you saying that for? Why are you saying that? Why? Because he didn't remove his glove in the ring and he left the ring with one hand wrap? Dude said, look at the difference when Edgar ate the left hook from Canelo and when Edgar ate the left hook from Hamzah. First of all, if you understand basic physics, Hamzah's 6'4", he's punching downwards. And he's a Hulk at 68, come to find out. And maybe he hits harder than Canelo. You ever considered that? Where did y'all think? Man, listen. Where y'all getting this that Canelo is this George Foreman style of puncher? Listen to what I'm about to say to you. Canelo's not even a Brian Norman puncher. He's not even that. He's not even that. Drew, what you talking about? No. You don't understand. Let me go over to the UFC. You know who was a one-hitter quitter? You know who I've seen hit people and they just start rolling on the floor like, oh, shit, he hit him clean? Y'all remember Chuck Liddell? That dude could punch. I've seen him level people like, oh, shit, that punch landed? He had George Foreman's type of bombs. You did not want to get hit anywhere by him. Your best bet was not to stand up with him. Close the distance and get him on the floor. And he had great takedown defense. But you did not want to get hit by Chuck Liddell. I was watching somebody, he was fighting some brother, and it didn't even look like he threw the punch hard. He hit him, and that dude just turned to a noodle. I said, oh, shit. It didn't even look hard. I was like, God damn. That dude could punch. Brian Norman could punch. George Foreman could punch. Canelo is a sharp puncher. He's an educated puncher. Does he have some pop? Yes. He's a great, he throws body shots. That's great. He's a great body puncher. I don't care how many crunches you do. He can hurt you. Errol Spencer's a great body puncher, but Canelo is not a one-hitter quitter. I don't even think Sheeraz is a one-hitter quitter. He's just tall, punching downwards, and he's just a bigger dude. And until they find that plastic, that hand wrap, and they say, hey, man, there was some shit in here. Until that happens, until they say, yo, we have some adverse findings in his blood, or not his blood, in his urine. Until that happens, leave me alone with this cheating stuff. I don't want to hear it, especially from this peanut gallery. 2 days later, y'all going hard for Edgar Berlanga? Y'all had y'all hands in y'all pockets and your muzzles on when it came to Deontay. It comes out that there was adverse findings in Ryan Garcia's thing, and all y'all did was cap for him. Then after the racist outburst, y'all made excuses for him. Oh, well, he's young. That's the first thing y'all say. What did Ellie Seckback say? Oh, I don't think he did it. Oh, because, he's just a good kid. Reporting, that's your defense? Okay, Ellie, come into the courtroom. Sit down, take your stand. Why don't you think this kid cheated? Why do you think VADA's wrong? The athletic commission's wrong? Why do you think that these people who've tested his urine and, never mind the fact that he sent his canisters to a third-party company and the company said, we found Osterine in it, but the canisters was open when we got them. Never mind that. Ellie Seckback, why do you think Ryan didn't cheat? Well, he's a good kid. Excuse me? That's your defense. He's a good kid? That's what we doing? So whether it's Deion, and I said this, we're putting 2 and 2 together. Art Hostage has to come over here and explain who Daniel Kinahan was. And I'm like, oh shit, Deontay wasn't only fighting Fury in the ring. He was fighting dirty refs that give long counts. He was fighting a dirty commission in Las Vegas. He was up against it. And then Daniel Kennedy, we connected all these dots, and y'all basically told us to kiss your ass, and we making excuses. Then he gets in the ring clean in Saudi and fights life or death with an MMA guy that AJ put to sleep in 2 rounds. But he gets in the ring with Ngannou and gets knocked on his ass. And then he has 2 fights with basically a cruiserweight and he almost got knocked out in the first fight and got outclassed in the second. But nothing was wrong with him versus Deontay. He wasn't on no narcotic. Nothing. All right, cool. I don't want to hear it. I said this ain't the first time it's going to happen. It ain't the last. It ain't the first time it's happened. It's not going to be the last. Y'all not doing this to Hamzah Sheeraz. I'm not letting y'all do it. I'm not. The commission has to say this guy cheated. Until then, y'all got to shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. I don't, especially from you airheads that the same people in these chats are the same people that are laughing at Devin Haney memes. And Ryan got caught. And he's a racist. And what am I met with? I can't unsee the left hook. I can't unsee Daniel Kennedy relationship with Tyson Fury. I can't unsee Ryan Garcia saying he wants to resurrect George Floyd, delete him again, and join the Ku Klux Klan. I can't unhear that. And y'all want me to entertain this? Allahu Akbar. That's my response. Matt Borgeson back in that super chat. He says, UK energy is wild, though. The stadiums, they are unique. Saudi stadiums is a ghost town and quiet like a library. I like UK showing up. Yo, listen. You ever, Coach Amber, salute. You ever, oh yeah, Chuck Liddell's a racist? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. DSTN, salute. You ever, you watch WWE Pro Wrestling, and then if you ever saw like a New Japan Pro Wrestling event, the first time I saw it, I'm like, damn, why is everyone so quiet? They're quiet. They don't get loud until the climax of the match. That's when they get loud. When it start off, it's quiet as hell. You know, so, and a part of that is, you know, they trying to bring sports to Saudi. So it'd be a ghost town or whatever, but they're in their experimental stage right now. They just have money to burn. This is a very unique situation that no one foreseen. And I appreciate Turkey Al Sheikh in that aspect, in that particular aspect, because he's a cheat code. Because if he wasn't around, there's a bunch of fights we wouldn't be getting right now. A bunch. Imagine if he wasn't around. It'd still be top rank in the PBC and God knows who else, and nobody would be fighting anybody. And we'd be on here on these ridiculous panels talking about how your favorite fighter could do this and could do that, but meanwhile, your favorite fighter ain't doing shit. What Turkey Al Sheikh has provided for Devin Haney, he gave him the space and opportunity to put together a list and said, whoever's on this list can get it. This is the first time in history I've ever seen it. That's the call out. And everyone's favorite fighter's on there. And the only person to answer the call out was Brian Norman Jr. And salute to the Normans. Because everybody else, Teofimo Lopez, 11 million, you ducked it. What? I ain't see that. I said, oh, we got to fight now. And I'm like, what you mean he's not taking the fight? See, that's the old way of doing shit. And Oscar gonna come out and say, hey, man, well, the term coming out with Oscar, I mean, come on. He did that a while ago. But he's going to say, oh, I agree. Do not fight Devin Haney. That's the most boring fight. So let me get this straight, Oscar. You speaking up for Teofimo Lopez not making $11 million? It sounds just as dumb as Shakur fans speaking up for Shakur right now. Drew, what are you talking about? Okay. I heard Shakur fans co-sign when Shakur says, nah, it's deeper than the money. It's not about money. But then you support him. You support him telling Devin no because he knows his worth. But then when I ask you, noodlehead mother effers, okay, he told Devin no because 25% was robbery to y'all. Okay, here's my question. He told Devin no at a shot at Undisputed, you know, and highest payday you'd ever make. And did he make double or triple that amount? Did he do better fighting Edmund De Los Santos? Do you want to talk about money or not? Because I don't like talking about money. If it was not about the bread, then he should have fought Devin. He's gonna be drained. You remember that? So you didn't fight Devin because the money wasn't right. Okay. Was the money right against Edwin De Los Santos? Was the result right? Because you won the fight, but I watched it and they showed people leaving. And I'm in my living room saying, why are they doing that to that kid, man? I said that in defense of Shakur. I like watching Shakur work. I'm like, why they, man? And then this nigga. Cooney Tunes himself. Talking about you're boring. Tim, you weren't boring versus Ruslan Provodnikov. I did say you was stupid. I was like, why is he fighting like this? Because the Pacquiao fans talked about your kids and your wife? And you went in and tried to make a point knowing you can't punch. The man had one of the best boxing physiques in the world, got in there and didn't have the power to match his physique because you was a clean fighter, but you fought dumb. Going in there fighting like that because someone talked bad about your kids and your wife. Man, shut up. And these are the niggas talking about Devin is mentally broken and he's weak? What? Like I didn't watch your career. This is why you can't listen to everybody. This is why. These are the peers that are watching this generation. If you had something that you wanted to critique Devin or anybody on, you could pick up the phone and call him. Hey, young king, I saw what you did, da-da-da-da-da. When I was in your position, or I never had gotten to get in your position, this is why. This is where I fucked up, or this is what I would have done, or I like seeing you in this position. Can I offer some advice? And that's the code part I'm talking about. You see, one thing I'll big up Turkey and Hamzah is I'll big them up because they're on code. You will never see Amir Khan talking crazy about Hamzah Sheeraz. You will never see Hamzah Sheeraz clowning Amir Khan. Unless they have some personal beef and it gets messy, then they'll introduce themselves into modern society. But they're both Muslim, right? So unless it gets messy, that's when it'll happen. But you'll never see that. I bet you somebody will try and ignite it. Some asshole will go to Hamzah Sheeraz like, yo, what do you say about them comparing you to Amir Khan? Huh? But there's really no comparison. I'm bigger than him. But anyway, next question. Then that same motherfucker was going around, hey, well, Amir, we spoke to Hamzah Sheeraz and he said there's no comparison between you and him. Your thoughts? You see how bullshit gets started? That bastard asked the question, he answered it and got off of it, and then he goes right back to Amir Khan and makes it sound like he said something crazy, knowing more than likely they can call each other on the phone. They probably have a friendship behind the scenes that you don't know about, and you don't need to, because there's always some foul demon trying to get in between two brothers. I'll say it again. There's always a demon trying to get in between brothers. Always. That's why I don't listen to unfamiliars in the chat. They're demons. Coach Am in that super chat, much love, says you can see the Sharpie marks on the knuckles where they poked them to make sure they were gauze all the way through before signing. That's what a commission is supposed to do. You know when they didn't do that? They didn't do it with Margarito. And since Margarito, everybody's been on this glove shit. Well, the hand wrap shit. The gloves and the hand wraps are two different things. But salute Coach Amber, because she knows. Matt, back in that super chat, much love. He says, I do not condone Ryan's behavior, but I believe he is mentally ill and needs intervention. I believe that. I believe that. I said a while ago, he's crazy. Everyone can be redeemed with time and want to be better. Well, I disagree with that part. With Ryan Garcia, ain't no. I'm not Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. I'm imperfect. I'll be the first to tell you that. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And I'm not as forgiving. I'm a black man in this world. And I used to, have the Dr. Martin Luther King thought process, join hands, love your enemy, and kumbaya. I just can't do it. The older I got, the more I got to see this world, I'm like, nah. If you don't like me, it's as simple as this. If you don't like me, stay the fuck away from me. And I will gladly stay away from you. It is not a problem. As far as redemption, that's between him and he says, thank you, Jesus. So Jesus Christ is his Lord and Savior. If he's a representation of that religion, I don't want no part of it. You feel me? So what he has to do is get right with God. Because that's just an empty apology outside of that. It's just empty. As far as redemption, that's between him and God. I'm just saying I'm not as forgiving. And I don't trust too easy. I've been stabbed in my back. I've been stabbed in my chest way too many times in life. And I'm not dealing with it. So sorry, but not sorry. It's F. Ryan Garcia forever. His fucking father never came forth and said, my son is crashing out bad. And what he's saying is not a direct reflection of my family. We didn't teach him that. He never said that. He remained silent, and silence is co-signing. It is. On that level, in reference to the racist shit, silence is co-signing. Makes you wonder, did he even talk to his son and say, yo, son, what are you doing, man? This is too much. Did he even do that? I don't think he did. I don't think he did. So I'm good on Ryan Garcia, man. I'm good. Y'all can feel how y'all feel, but I'm good on Ryan. I'm good on that. Armia says, let me put this up. He says, you know what the issue is, Drew? U.S. isn't appreciating the talent like Haney. I bet you if he was based in the UK, fans would be by his side. Same with Wilder legend. Yo, bro, of course. Of course. If Deontay Wilder and Devin Haney were from the UK doing, first of all, that wouldn't have happened to Deontay. With the Daniel Kinahan shit. That wouldn't have happened to him. That's number one. Number two, AJ wouldn't be around. And if he was around, it would be a Nigel Benn, Chris Eubanks Sr. kind of thing. And you know what? I'd still be over here watching it like it's a great thing because it's for boxing. It's for boxing. That's it. If Devin Haney was from Worcestershire, London, whatever they got going on over there, he'd be with the same record and moving the same way, he'd be the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I'd tip my hat to him still, be like, yo, man, I've never seen no shit like this. This is great. This is great. The fact that these two brothers exist at the same time, y'all tell me that Deontay Wilder can't box, but he had the hammer of God in his right hand, and y'all didn't appreciate it. Devin Haney can punch, and he boxes more than he punches, and y'all got a problem with that. Now y'all want to talk about chins and shit. Did anybody say Edgar Berlanga has not a good chin? Anybody said that his chin is horrible? I did see somebody trying to be funny. You know, I don't talk to casuals because they're not on my level. They're beneath me. Oh, Berlanga got that Haney chin. No, Haney got clocked several times with a guy that was on got a PED, and that was 20 pounds heavier than him. Berlanga got clocked by a dude that was bigger than him, and he got hit with sharp punches. Stop acting like Canelo is a George Foreman puncher. He's not. Now, difference in behavior. And salute to my brother Nada86, always supporting. Salute to you in that super chat. He says, salute Drew. Salute to the mighty LDBC. And salute to everyone in the chat. Keep cooking, bro. Hashtag LDBC for life. Hashtag F the haters. Hashtag we outside. Salute to you, brother. Much love. Thank you. Yeah, Copper Aborigines. Yeah. I gotta do a separate video on that. I got a lot to say about that. Matt Borgeson back in that super chat. He said, yo, listen, America is doomed. Idiocracy is real. Look at the UFC heavyweights. They balloon balls, low IQ, as is our current boxing fan base, drooling dogs. Bro, you're not wrong, man. I stopped having faith in the American sports fan base realistically in the 90s, bro. It's really deep. It's really deep. And I'm in New York. Do you know what it is? You know what it is to follow a New York team? And I'm talking about before. All right, I'll send you the whole thing, Mr. Shelton. Do you know what it is? Before social media in the 90s, we had something called sports radio. The channel out here in New York and the tri-state, which is Jersey included, was Sports Radio 66 WFAN. Mike and the Mad Dog was on there. On the overnight, there was a guy named Joe Badingo. Yeah, exactly, Thomas. You know, WFAN. Sports Radio 66, The Fan, WFAN, New York. Yeah, I used to listen to it. And they used to open up the lines. And I'm telling you, this is how I know. Oh, Matt, so you know. They were what you call regulars on every show. I don't know if they were retired or whatever, but they would call Mike and the Mad Dog. They would call Joe Badingo on the overnight. They would be on there all day. Regulars. There was a guy named Jerome, but it was a white guy. There was a guy named Jerome, but it was a white guy. It was Jerome from Manhattan. And when this guy got to talking about the Knicks, it was classic radio. I wouldn't be surprised if Thomas, you heard him. You remember Jerome? Bro. I wouldn't be surprised if his phone calls are on YouTube somewhere. They got to a point where the other callers would be like, yo, you got to tell Jerome to calm down. A true salute. Because he's going to have an aneurysm. And there were times he called up like, I'm not going to scream today. And before the call's over, he'd start screaming, I've had it. Patrick Ewing needs help. What is John Starks doing? It was, they needed to give him a freaking show. It was hilarious. Matt, you remember him? It was bad. Akil, what up? And who was the woman that used to cough on the mic? Yeah, she used to talk like that. Yeah, good evening, Joe. What was her name? What was her name? But she was a regular. But then he had a few callers that were bonkers. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I look at this chat sometimes, and you will think it's fake. It's not fake. Some of these mofos are nuts. Some of these mofos are nuts. They're crazy. They are crazy. So I'm like, this person's not trolling. Listen, I knew it was official because I life happens. Jolene, I think that was her name. Was her name Jolene? She lived in Manhattan too. It was Jerome from Manhattan, and was it Jolene? She had something wrong with her voice. Hey, good morning, Mike. I was watching. I was watching the Yankees today, and I think Derek Jeter. I was like, yo, what's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with her? Are these characters? No. I'm like, am I listening to sports radio or Howard Stern? No, these are real people. Man, if you watch Howard Stern, if you listen to Howard Stern, the people that come up in the studio, those are real people. Fucking Beetlejuice. That's a real person. Yeah, she was a smoker. Yes. Now, this was over 30 years ago. I don't know. I hope everyone's okay with it. I don't know. But fast forward to the social media era, and when they gave us the technology on YouTube to go live, we was first on Google Hangouts. And it was at the height of the Wilder AJ rivalry. And those people from the UK that BFTB let onto his platform, I said, they gotta be trolling. Are they for real? And when you get cussed out and kicked off the stream, these dudes came back every damn day. I said, you gotta be kidding me. Those people on the Jerry Springer show, come to find out, I saw the documentary. It's on, I think it's on Netflix. Those were real people. I said, this can't be real. Those were real people. They said there's a place in Illinois. They gave it a name, but everything is dysfunctional in this place. Black people, white people, everything is dysfunctional. And that's where a majority of their guests came from. No. It was Doris. That's her. Doris from Regal Park. It wasn't Jolene. Doris from that's the name. It was Doris. Doris from Regal Park. That's who that was. I was like, is she for real? I listened to her for a couple of years. Dead ass. These were characters. And see, these fanatics, you gotta understand. Yeah, Eli was another one. You gotta understand, when some of these people, when they immerse themselves into a sport, they're not connected. They don't know these people. They might have a few signed autographs or whatever. They're fans. And sometimes when you're a fanatic, the person you support, the team you support. No. Jolene sounded right, Matt. Jolene, there was a Jolene that called the show. It sounded right, though. It was Doris from Regal Park, though. Joe D from Brooklyn. Wow, you taking me back now. You taking me back to like 95, 96. But these fanatics, they immerse themselves into a culture. So much to the point where, when I say culture, it's the wrong culture, where they're damn near gangbanging over their favorite sports team or their favorite athlete. They're damn near gangbanging. Y'all see the chats? That Errol and Bud thing, it got out of hand, man. And that's why I'm saying I'm not letting you knuckle draggers do this with Devin and Brian Norman. I'm not letting y'all do it. I'm not entertaining it. No. Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. That's just it. It's boxing. But there will be no gangbanging for either fighter on my channel. I'm not hearing it. No. If you ride with Devin, cool. If you ride with Brian, cool. We high-fiving and celebrating like we should have did with Errol and Bud. Yo, they signed the fight? That's what's up. You know why? Because when they stood face to face, they trash talk, but they dapped it up, did they not? Got y'all looking stupid. I'm literally seeing panels with cats talking about, yo, I'm gonna fly to your city. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up. For what? Bud don't know you. Errol don't know you. Oh, nah, but this nigga disrespected me. So what? The nigga don't know you. You don't know him. Nigga, you gonna pull up to my city over something I said on the internet? Fine. Good luck. It ain't gonna work out for you. And you gonna look stupid. You coming to me, I ain't coming to you. You gonna look stupid. And you gonna feel even worse. But take it a step back. If you're alive, fucking with me, if you're alive, picture sitting in the courtroom and the judge say, how'd this start? And you're gonna say, oh, well, you know, this guy has a YouTube channel and he said something about me. Okay, so what if he did? Why did you leave your part of the world to come over here and now you're paraplegic and why are you here? So let me get this straight. You thought he said something about you and you came over here and he did what he had to do to defend himself and what? Man, get out my courtroom. This is childish. You rooting for Brian Norman? It's okay. You rooting for Devin Haney? It's okay. Both these brothers finna make millions of dollars. Devin Haney's breaking bread with the brother, Brian Norman Jr. This is his highest payday because Tiafimo was too pussy to take $11 million. And I hope Brian Norman Jr., when he's done counting all the money, it's more than that. Why can't we celebrate that? Why can't we celebrate logic? Oh, Devin Haney, he got a glass jaw. He's gonna knock, Brian Norman's gonna knock him out. Okay, great. We're gonna get to see if it can happen or not. Oh, you're just mad because Deontay Wilder's done. No, he just fought a few weeks ago. He's not done. I don't have to say, oh, well, Tyson Fury. I ain't got to break the Tyson Fury glass. I know what I know about it. The sad fact is, you, because ain't nothing but a nigga telling me this, you are ignoring it. So if you're ignoring it, you're not my brother. If you're just trying to get under my skin, you're not my brother. You have a personal gripe with me, and I don't know you. So why am I talking to you? Why are you talking to me? You have options. There's an X button. There's a back button. There's a not recommend this channel button. You have options. You don't have to be here. Now I'm dealing with all of this shit in boxing, and here you come because you waving pom-poms in the fighter that I'm critiquing or criticizing. Forget critiquing, criticizing. And justifiably so. I don't care who it is. You coming in swinging from his nut follicles, talking about how I'm wrong, how I'm tearing down one brother to bring another brother up. And let me say this, and I hope you Tank fans are listening. I never need to tear down Tank to bring up anybody in or around his weight class. And when y'all say that, I know y'all talking about Devin. Guess what? Devin's he's all the way up, like the song. He's already up. He's a hot commodity. People want to see him lose. People want to see him win. But people want to see him. The sad fact is, people do want to see Tank, but they don't know when they're going to see him. How about that? I ain't got to tear Tank down. He does a great job doing it himself. Just check the criminal record. The criminal record. He's doing just fine by himself. I'm not tearing it down by saying, yo, look, man, this shit right here is not good. He shouldn't be doing this shit. Name one time I got on here and clowned when he got arrested. There's a difference. Or did I get on here and say, come on, man, why are you doing this? Come on, man. You know why? Because anytime a black athlete does something fucked off, where do people go? Do they not come here? Do they not go to 78? Do they not go to BFTB? Oh, what y'all got to say about this? What y'all got to say about this? And we gotta respond. And I'm telling you, I'm on code, but there's certain things I'm not gonna defend. And that little nigga, he don't need my help and he don't deserve it. Not how he's behaved. Do I want to see him in jail? No. Do I want to see him goofing around with these girls and getting locked up over something he had control over? No. And when I say, hey, look, there goes the burning building, you blaming me. You probably set it on fire. No, I just pulled up. I say, hey, man, that building's on fire. Hey, man, look at Tank's career. What the fuck is he doing? I'm saying I like the Jake Paul fight. Okay. I don't. And here's why. And I laid out why. Oh, you just a hater. No, you just a dick sucker. You just a dick sucker. But go ahead and fight Jake Paul, man. Clarence, what up? Intelligent Savage, PGH, salute. Go ahead and you like what you like. You like what you like. And the sad fact is, I think Tank Davis is better than that. 5 years ago, I was like, yo, man, this Lomachenko dude lost a second pro fight. Had a hard fight with not Gary Anton. He had a hard fight with Mr. Gary Russell. I want to run it back. He can run it back. Lost to Orlando Solito. Hey, man, I think Tank can get this dude. Tank, shut that nigga up. Why ain't fight Loma? Oh, it's Floyd's fault. Okay, Floyd's not around. Why ain't fight Loma? A couple of years later, now it's like, hey, man, I want that Lomachenko smoke. You know his back is bad. And you know what? If he did fight him and beat him, if I really wanted to be a dick about it, I could say, well, you fighting Devin Haney's leftovers. I could be a dick and say that. You see how that works? Because y'all damn sure say it. Why Devin Haney fighting Gamboa after Tank fought him? Why Tank fought him in the first place? Y'all like to nitpick and create arguments with that. I thought the young man was better than that. But he's not. What we thought was a loss to Ryan Garcia, what's the first thing that Tank Davis did? Got online and started trolling. Okay, that's the era we live in. And then when they found out that the motherfucker cheated, what did he do? He blamed VADA and the athletic commission, and then they start talking about Victor Conti and Snack, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. The dude cheated. What was Tank supposed to do? Hold on. You cheated, dude? But what did he tell Ryan? Hey, man, I'm out here supporting you, but if I found out you cheated, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's what he said, something to that degree. And Ryan responded, I didn't cheat, but we can run it back. Well, you found out that the kid cheated, and you found out he's a racist. Where's the smacking and the pulling up of him? Well, you pulling up on him. Where's that? And when I point out that, all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. You got all this smoke for your own, and that's that's what I'm asking these knuckle draggers. You got all this smoke for your quote-unquote brothers on YouTube and in the boxing circles. You have no smoke for the people actually doing dirt. ESPN has no smoke at all for Fury and Daniel Kinahan. And while I'm at it, let me read this. New York Post, this was back in February. Thought I forgot? They're saying things as if I didn't know already. What is it? Top-ranked boxing president hid deal with alleged drug gang leader from ESPN, Bob Arum. Bombshell lawsuit. February of this year. Todd DeBuff president of Top Rank Boxing, allegedly hid deals he made with the head of a criminal drug gang from TV partner ESPN so he could land a coveted Tyson Fury, excuse me, land Tyson Fury fights, according to a blockbuster suit filed Thursday afternoon. Now, stop right there. This is the New York Post. Can I ask you a question? Has ESPN said anything about this? MJ, what up? Has ESPN said anything about this? No? Tay, how you doing? Has ESPN said anything about this? Has ESPN one time ever said, you know, the heavyweight champion is no longer allowed on American shores? Have they ever said that? I bet you if Deontay did something, right, and all the country said, hey, man, you can't come here, that would be front page news. You knuckle draggers are the most inconsistent. Hold on. You guys are so inconsistent. The worldwide leaders in sports, so they didn't say a thing about this. Especially now that they're saying, hey, man, it's not our fault. It's Todd DeBuff, and this, we didn't know about no Daniel Kennedy, and we ain't know nothing about him, and we've been working with Bob Arum for years, and he was supposed to know. We didn't know. They didn't even say anything. Where was Stephen A. Snitch? Did he say anything? Paulie Max. Hey, Paulie. Hey, Paulie. You didn't say anything. These guys got a lot to say about everything else. True Boxing Night, salute. They didn't say anything. Why? Exactly, Brother Reef. Everyone's guilty they knew. Katie Taylor, who was supposed to face off against, wait, what was it? Katie Taylor? No, I'm sorry. It was Savannah Marshall. She was supposed to face off against Clarissa Shields. And I remember she went live on her Instagram and said, yeah, I was supposed to face off, but she ain't here. I guess she's scared of me. I'm in the chat in caps saying, no, sis, she's not allowed to come to the country. I said it like 5 times. She didn't see it, or she saw it and ignored it. I don't know. And I don't know if she said, I don't know if she was reading it and saying, hey, you know, well, I'm trying to make excuses for why she's not there. No. What I'm saying is it's a bigger picture. She wasn't here because she wasn't allowed onto our shores. Because she got caught up with that MTK nonsense, and so was Josh Taylor. He had to work that out. And Savannah Marshall had to work that out. There's a whole bunch of fighters that had to work that out. Snacks B, salute. And the fighters never knew because they don't pay attention like how we pay attention. Hell, they don't even know what's going on in their rankings sometimes. How the hell do I know more than Stephen A. Snitch when it comes to boxing? And he get paid millions of dollars. I could bring him onto this show and discuss these things, and he won't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but he will word salad me to death. By the way, are y'all paying attention to that second meme I put behind this one? Who's that in the back behind Devin and Deontay? Who's that? Ramel, what up? Who's that? Y'all know what that is? Put his name in the comments section. Put his name in the chat. Who's that in the black and white? I put him there for a reason. Who's that? Tell me who that is. Do you know? Take a look. Thank you, Brother Reef. That is Billy Collins Jr. Why do you think I have him there? Speaking of cheating, y'all remember what happened to him? Y'all remember what happened to Billy Collins? Remember assault in the ring? Y'all remember? Panama Lewis, you remember? Remember what happened to him? I'll give y'all a minute. Y'all remember? Y'all remember Louis Resto? Stayed out here in the Bronx. That nigga got on my bus one day. I said, Louis. He was working out of the Morse Park gym. I'm like, yo, you good? Well, he was living in the Bronx. I heard he moved. He was living in the Bronx, though. Louis Resto was next up. Now, let me paint this picture for y'all so y'all can understand why I say what I say. Louis Resto, I'm telling y'all how the story goes. Fought Billy Collins, bust his face up really bad. And he almost got away with it. He went over there to salute and congratulate Billy Collins' team, and Billy's father grabbed his gloves to shake his hand, and then he noticed, Jose, what up, brother? And he noticed that there was no padding in the gloves, and he grabbed the gloves. He said, yo, 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 and he got the ref. He's in Florida now? Oh, okay. He got the ref. And the ref felt the gloves, and he was like, oh, shit. And it was a big old thing. Well, I'm going to give you the short, the fast version. What happened was, this motherfucker, they end up going to court. I'm giving you the accelerated version. Goes to court, him and Panama Lewis. Audacity, what up? And they banged the gavel on him. And there was jail time, and both men were kicked out the sport. Now, prior to that, the reason why they say, now you hear me say your reputation follows you. When I talk about Tank, y'all heard me say that what's bad with this situation is Tank may be innocent, because you know these hoes be lying. Let me put this up for y'all. In reference to Tank, these hoes be lying. So Tank could be dead ass innocent. He could be. But you know what's working against him? His reputation can hurt him. We don't know if you did it. We don't know if you didn't do it, but I'm leaning towards you doing it because you just had a situation with this young lady. And although she lied, you still in the mix with some bullshit. And then you crashed into this lady and left the scene. You have a criminal mind. So we're going to reform. What is prison for, y'all? To reform and rehabilitate. And you need some rehabilitation, young man. So I'm going to give you 24 months. Yeah, Shawa. And then they said that there's videos. So, I mean, come on. So although these hoes be lying, I don't know how this is going to work out for him. But when I say your reputation is all you got, right. What worked against Panama Lewis was just he had just had a situation with Aaron Pryor versus Alexis Arguello. Don't give me that bottle of water. Give me the one that I mixed. He said it several times. And the commission was like, yo, you don't mix water with water. And when they asked him what was in the water, he started acting stupid. No, it was just water. But no, we hear you say, don't give me that one. Give me the one that I mixed. And I'm like, oh, shit. So he had that going on. Aaron rematched Alexis Arguello, and basically the same thing happened. And Arguello basically sat on the floor and said, nah, I don't want no more of this. But by then, we don't know if Alexis was mentally gone. Like mentally, like, man, I can't beat this guy. And who knows? I don't know what was in that black bottle. No one knows. Jose says that her mom has a video. Okay, well, I don't know how it's going to work out for Tank. I'm not wishing jail on him. TD says Aaron cheated. His gloves was loaded. Probably. But by the time we got to the rematch, that was it. Alexis was gone, mentally gone. He was mentally gone. Like shit, I never dealt with anything like this. And we'll never know. Now, I'm not going to say that my brother Thomas is lying. You know why? He was with Panama Lewis. And how could Thomas support his argument? Hey, look what he did with Billy Collins. So, of course, you know, there was some shit with the gloves and the black bottle and shit. So what happened with Panama Lewis, after this Billy Collins shit, they threw his ass out the sport. You can't train anymore. You can't attend events like off of a fucking, you can't get invited. You can't sit in a corner. You can't do nothing. You got to like buy a ticket or something. You know, Prince, I heard about that. I didn't do any research on it. There was a black bottle when Sam Solomon, who threw 1,000 punches versus Corey Spinks. Sam Solomon had an engine on him. You remember Sam Solomon fought Winky Wright, right? This dude did not stop throwing punches. I was like, God damn. This dude did not stop throwing punches. He was annoying. Shower, they released the video? I'd like to see it. I want to see if it's going to be bad. You know, my God. And niggas talking about I'm not on code. Let me remind y'all, I was sitting on this Floyd Schofield beating video forever. Did I upload it? Did I even talk about it? I said, man, this is bad. And I left it alone. And I don't fuck with him at all. Brian Garcia is not a racist. He may be an asshole, but we loving brown people, y'all. Man, get out of here, bro. Another fighter said he took the mix as well as Aaron. Wow. Oh, you said not the boxer. Okay. Do y'all remember who I'm talking about, though? The dude that fought Winky Wright. Was his name Sam Solomon? Wait, hold on. Let me go to BoxRec real quick. Do I even have the goddamn name right? Back, nigga. Wait, hold on. Winky Wright. Because I remember watching that on HBO. And I said, why won't this motherfucker stop? He didn't take a breath. We go down here. Well, Sam Solomon. December 5th of, damn, what year was that? Solomon with an I. You said Solomon. Okay. Sam Solomon versus Winky Wright. Please look at that fight. Please go watch that fight. It was annoying as hell. Yeah, yep, that. That right there. That right there. That right there. I heard it was asthma medication. Jose says the video looks like they set Tank up. Hey, man. You got to know better. You got to know better. This is messed up. And if they set that kid up, mission accomplished. Ridiculous. Now, if it was a setup and he had no priors, he could go to court and be like, yo, look, I don't deal with this. Tay Jones in the building. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with this. But let me get back to the Billy Collins outcome. Y'all remember the outcry? Exactly, Prince. Immature behavior would get you every time. Y'all remember the public outcry? Well, a lot of y'all were, I was young when this happened. But Billy Collins was treated absolutely like the goddamn victim, and he was. Not one person says, well, Louis Resto, he did land. He landed those punches for his eyes that look like that. I can't unsee those punches. Right? He's the victim. It happened. It's boxing. You're going to get hit. All you want is a fair fight. And like we told you, Fury never had bone-crushing power in his life. He was supposed to wash Francis Ngannou. Instead, he was supposed to wash this nigga, man. Instead, he's getting knocked down. He's fighting for his life. He hit Ngannou with an elbow, didn't fracture his skull. Ngannou looked at him like, yo, you sure you want to throw elbows? I do that for a living. And then he gets in the ring with AJ, and AJ makes it look easy. I said, how the fuck AJ got him out of there? And Fury, the quote-unquote best fighter in the world, got flatlined. Well, he almost got killed. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. This is what happens when you get a clean Tyson Fury. No drugs, nothing. No drugs in this system. You get a 6'9", pillow-fisted piece of shit. That's what you get. Run it back with Deontay now in Saudi and see what happens. See what happens. Here come the Wilder haters. I just resurrected them just now. But Billy Collins was so depressed, they blamed, because you know he didn't die in the ring, y'all. He had a car accident. And they blamed Resto and Panama Lewis for that. Oh, he was so depressed, that's what they did. Hold on. Shower just sent me something. Oh, that's the Louis Resto thing. Oh, man, I do remember this video. I ain't seen this in a long time. Thank you, Queen. Don't talk to me about no cheaters until you address Daniel Kinahan and Tyson Fury. How about that? Don't say shit to me. Billy Collins was a victim. That car accident magically was the direct result of his loss. He was mentally gone because he got cheated. Yeah, he got caught. Okay, you want to say Fury ain't get caught against Deontay? Fine. I told y'all, boxing's dirty. There was cheating before Deontay, and there's going to be cheating after. Case in point, Devin Haney. Y'all not treating him like Billy Collins. You know what y'all want? And here's the mind fuck. You know what y'all want? Y'all want him to end up like Billy Collins. That's what you want. Y'all do want him to ill out in a car accident and die in a state of depression. That's what you want. That's what you want. And because it's not happening, you're stuck in your moat of evil. And y'all got to live with that. Billy Collins was done an injustice. Deontay Wilder, same shit. You saying that, oh, we don't have no facts, we have no proof. We do, y'all just don't listen. The commissions don't listen. But now when the commissions are on it in New York and they catch Ryan and then you find out Ryan's a racist on top of that, y'all still wishing ill will on Devin? What are you? What species are you? Anybody on that list you're gonna root for against Devin, whether it's racist T.O., stupid ass Tank, or Brian Norman. Brian Norman to Devin right now is what Joe Frazier is to Ali. And I'm talking about treatment, not persona, treatment. They didn't like Joe Frazier until he became a rival of Ali, dummies. Now, this is the irony. Billy Collins lost his life in a car accident. 2020, look at how Panama Lewis lost his life.
Whoa! You fucking bum!
Y'all keep on thinking God ain't real. Sometimes God is so real, I look up and I say, you's a funny dude, bro. You's a funny dude. Really, man? Really, man? Coach Hudson in the building. Y'all want me to show you how God's real? And I say this all the time, and it bears repeating. Y'all could put my name in the YouTube search bar, and there'll be 1,000 people talking shit about me, and I promise you, I don't know these niggas. I don't know these niggas. There was one nigga in Baltimore that could not keep my name out his mouth. And I'm like, yo, I have people that don't watch. They just subscribe to me because they're family or whatever. They had to call me on the phone and say, yo, listen, who's this guy? Don't know him. You never had no interaction with him? Don't know him. Yo, it's like a video a day. Don't know him. And then he just disappeared. You know how I knew that? Because, you know, YouTube is real weird. They like to pop his shit. Freedom's March, salute. His shit pops up on my algorithm. I'm like, why y'all? I told you I'm not interested in this guy. I didn't even flag his material. He want to talk about me, let him talk about me. You know how many people found me and say, hey, man, you know, this guy's always talking about you. So I finally went to your channel. Man, you's a good dude. I like your stuff. All right, thank you. That's my only response. Thank you with a strong arm. Thank you. That's it. No many subs he sent me just by talking about me, but that's neither here nor there. But he just vanished one day. So I get on a plane and I go to Vegas, Wilder Fury 3, right? I'm in Vegas, and one of the sisters hit me up on DM, and she says, Drew, you gotta watch this video. And I said, well, who is it? She says, no, you need to just watch it and read the comment section. So I clicked on the video and I stopped, and I say, look, I don't want to give this dude any views. Joe James, salute. You know, why'd you send me here? She says, no. Big Joe Townsend, salute. She said, read the comment section. And I started reading it. The nigga died. I said, oh shit. He dead? And I'm reading it. It's his daughter in the chat talking about, thank you for supporting my father. All of you guys that support my father, you need to know. And she said his government name. I'm not going to say it. He died like 3 weeks ago or whatever, and he was a brittle diabetic. I said, oh shit. Every time he did a video about me, he had some black bodybuilder with a needle in their arm. This is my response to Drew Titan. He got a big head and he on steroids. That's how he used to sound. And I left it alone. I said, there's no change in that. It's a knuckle dragger. There's no change in that. I left it alone. Now, wait a minute. I'm on steroids because I have a great physique and I work out. Everybody that doesn't put in the work like how I put in the work, automatically they say that my work is fraudulent. The difference is I work out every day and you don't. You're a humanoid, and that's fine. But I'm like, this is strange. He was sick this whole time. What he should have been doing is hitting me up behind the scenes. Hey, man, I don't fuck with your boxing opinion at all, but I'm diabetic and I'm trying to live, man. What's your regimen? Don't you know I would have gladly helped him? I'd have said, look, man, I'm no expert. I just do what works for me. But I know Tay Jones knows more about health than I do. I know Blu-ray knows more about health and wellness than I do. I know Hard Body J Timo knows more about health and wellness than I do. I could put you in contact with those brothers so you can prolong your life. We don't agree on boxing. I don't want you to die. Y'all don't think I could have a conversation like that? I do it all the time, unknown to y'all. If y'all know how much shit I've dealt with behind the scenes, y'all don't know. I make peace all the time. All the time. Y'all have no fucking clue. So when niggas get on my panel like that idiot did yesterday, that is enraging. Yo, man, you don't know what you doing. You trying to bring down a man you bringing up another man by bringing down another black man. You's a liar. Nigga.
Get your hand off my penis!
Leave my channel, never come back. Go away. Didn't the nigga yesterday say, oh man, you old, you gave me advice once upon a time. I never asked him what advice I gave you. So I gave you some advice that had to been successful, but as soon as I saw talk about Tank, all bets are off. Never mind the fact that I spoke up on his behalf when his baby mama tried to get him killed. Now here he is again. There's only so much I can do with these brothers. Do I stop and say, you know what, I can't fuck with niggas no more because niggas don't want help? Who am I to help them? They should have fathers in their life to help them. And if their father can't help them, who the fuck am I? If their dad's around. I'm not Jesus. I ain't got time to be forgiving niggas. I ain't got time for none of that shit. Because every time I turn around, I'm getting a goddamn spear right in the chest. In the fucking chest. And I'm tired. Fuck out of here. I have no patience anymore. I'm done. Niggas don't get what I'm doing. Fuck it. So all I fucking do is try and make peace. Tired, man. Niggas don't want peace. They want problems. I don't want problems. I feel like the Hulk sometimes. If you read the comics, you know what I'm talking about. What does he always say when he's the Hulk? I just want to be left alone. The original Hulk. All Hulk wants to be is left alone. He's off in the mountain somewhere sitting down, just in his thoughts, and a missile come flying at him. Because Ross want to be an asshole. That's how I feel sometimes. Monkey Tuesdays is me with my disappointment to motherfuckers' behavior in my community. So when Wood Stay Real will go on this tirade, all because what? I support Deontay? I support a fair sport? That's why you're mad at me? You know what? Stay mad, but stay over there. So when the nigga died, I said, well, look at this shit. And you know the irony behind that was? The irony behind him. Now, I didn't think no way about him. I just ignored him. He was a clown to me. But the irony behind that was this was the same dude that did a video talking about he was going to sexually assault Black Fight Fan's daughter. And at that time, well, you shouldn't sexually assault any woman. But at that time, his daughters were all underage. I said, what the fuck is this? And we got mad. We was like, yo, we need to call Baltimore PD or something. We was trying, the brothers got the work. We was like, yo, we need to save this video. And when I thought oh shit, because my phone, screen record was a new technology and my phone didn't have that. When we thought to do it, he took the video down. It was up and then it was down. I said, fuck. Because what we were gonna do was send the video to somebody in some law enforcement and say, yo, look, y'all need to go check this dude out. That's a real person he's talking about. But Black didn't want to smash the gas on him. He's like, man, what are you gonna do, come to Texas? You know what happens if he comes out here. I said, okay, well, case closed. But magically, no one saw that. Everyone supported him and everything he said about me and the LDBC, but y'all didn't see that, though. Y'all ain't see that. We all saw it. But the irony is, when the man died, two things. He's clowning me. I don't know how you clown me for my physique. But whatever. You're clowning me for my physique. Meanwhile, you're a brittle diabetic, and when you died, who broke the news that you died? Your daughter. You know, you threatened to SA someone's daughter, and you died, and your daughter is letting everyone know that you died.
Good night.
God is not playing with y'all. God is not playing with y'all. I didn't know that Panama Lewis, I know he was dead. I didn't know he died in a car accident. Well, so did Billy Collins. How many people are weeping for him? I know Billy Collins' family ain't weeping for Panama Lewis dying in that damn car accident. Thank you, Brother Reef, putting forth wicked energy. How many times you heard me say, 100%, you get what you put out, good or bad. Every action has a reaction. If you eat right and go to the gym, your physique is a byproduct of how you take care of yourself. If you eat Takis and beef patties all day, you're going to look like a slob. If you eat right, keep your caloric intake about 2,000 and below, get in some good cardio work and work out, you're going to look like an athlete. And you might not be a pro athlete, but you look like it. When I go to these goddamn events and I don't have a camera in my hand, people literally come up to me and be like, whose team you on? You a sparring partner? No. I'm almost a 50-year-old man and I'm trying to get content. That's who I am. I am not the fighter. But you're on my penis for what?
Get your hand off my penis!
Because I'm 6'2" with a six-pack and way above 6 inches in my pants. In case all you clowns was wondering, I've beaten the odds. I'm not the richest man in the world, but I make 6 figures. I'm good. I'm not the biggest YouTube channel in the world, but I do fine. And I build relationships. I don't burn them. And jealousy's a female trait. So when you have a bitch-ass nigga with 30 videos with my name in it who don't know me, what does that tell you? It's a character flaw. You can listen to them and tell that there's something wrong with them. What does this have to do with what I'm talking about today? It should be obvious. Took a few years, but God showed Panama Lewis what karma is, right? Y'all want to tell me that Hamzah Sheeraz cheated? Don't tell me that, prove it. Don't send me no videos, because I've done that with y'all's dumbasses with Fury's gloves. And for y'all to say, oh, well, so what? You can't get out of the way of the left hook. Oh, well, so what? Deontay still had to get hit. That's an admission of guilt. Okay, yeah, we see the gloves is fucked up, but Deontay still got hit. Oh, yeah, Ryan cheated and he's a racist, but he still landed the left hook. Never mind the fact that he was on a ped. And now these brothers are back and still in the mix. Y'all want them to end up like how Billy Collins end up. That's why I got his fucking picture there. That's who you want these brothers to be. And it ain't working. Meanwhile, Daniel Kinahan's still at large and Tyson Fury's flirting with a comeback to fight Anthony Joshua at Wembley. And I hope AJ knocks his ass out. And I hope they do proper testing. Because every time Fury has a fucked up outing, what does he do? He retires. So he ain't got to get tested. And I'll be damned. He's retired, right? Dude is cycling. Yeah, Clarence, they're on mines.
Get your hand off my penis!
Man, I should walk into a door and be like this.
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
These dudes love me. And I promise you they've seen me in public. I promise you they have. Whether I'm at work, or at the fight, they've seen me in public. There was a hoe-ass nigga online starting trouble. His name was BX22. Found out who he is for real. You know what BX22 was? That was my bus line that I was driving last year. So this bitch-ass nigga saw me at work, got online, and ran around trying to start trouble. Was on KO's channel talking shit. Time-stamping shit, sending it to KO. Drew was talking about you over there. That's what that shit was. That's why I never entertained it. That's why I never entertained it. I had to tell this nigga, you listening to this motherfucker? Do you know what that is? You know what's about to happen to that nigga? Motherfuckers running around, oh, well, Drew said this, Drew said that. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Don't send me shit. And for what? Because I said something about a boxer you jerk off over before you go to bed at night? Niggas have their poster over their bed and get on their hands and knees. 2 peas in the bucket, suck motherfucking. I praise this spider on my wall. And you get in the bed and curl into the fetal position. Start sucking your thumb. I'm fucking grown, man. I don't respond to these niggas. You're beneath me. If you think like that, you're beneath me. Stay away from me. Exactly. That happened. I didn't know until later. Yo, that's Drew? Yeah, why ain't you? No, never mind. Exactly. It's a lot different when I'm in person. It's a lot different. I'm really like that. That's okay. That was a correct choice. Stay away from me. I don't know what you thought it was. And watch this. If I was 2 feet tall, you was a punk just for wanting to step to me if I didn't look like I could hold my own. And I'm not no street nigga. I'm not. And I swear to God, I ain't get on YouTube to get involved in all of this stupid shit. I came on here to talk boxing. It's called social media. I came on here to build relationships. We're not gonna agree on boxing all the time. That don't mean I have to be on some, I gotta pull up to your block and we gotta fight about it. Exactly, Clarence. But what do y'all think about a person that trouble makes and hides their hand? They don't turn their camera on or nothing. Bitch ass nigga got into the chat one day and told Rachel, oh, Drew was talking about you. I have the screenshots to show you. Send it. I talk to Rachel and Onito almost every day. And happy birthday to Jarrell, one of their sons. What do you think about a person that you see in the comment section hiding behind a fucking letter or an icon or an avatar of something that you don't even know what it is? This motherfucker don't ever show their face or nothing. But they know your email or could contact you in the DM and say, hey, somebody was talking. They did that, the shit that Marcellus, me and Tay got on here and we was talking, but we was addressing the shit with Deontay and Telly. Some bitch nigga got in contact with Marcellus and said, oh, Tay and Drew was talking about you. Got Marcellus DMing me. I'm like, nigga, what? Wait a minute. Here's the live. Get back to me when you hear us, and I timestamp when we said his name immediately. But I said, if you want to go through the live and tell me what me and Tay said about you, I'll be waiting. I'll be looking for you. And we ended up having a conversation, and guess what? Nothing happened. But you know what I don't like? When the dust settles, and I say, okay, well, by the way, who told you that? Because you know what I'm looking for. And the nigga says, well, it don't matter. It don't matter? I think it does. Because I got 1,001 haters on here. Nobody likes me. Nobody likes me. So nobody that's friendly with me, because my circle's small. It's LDBC or nothing. So nobody that does fuck with me didn't send you that. So obviously, guess what? This person never supported you. This person never came to your fights. This person never was in your comment section bigging you up saying, hey, man, when's your next fight, man? I love what you and your brother's doing. But I said something so trifling that they felt the need to contact you and say that me and Tay Jones was talking bad about you on my live stream. Because they love you so much. And he understood what I was saying. But sometimes you could be so emotional and so sensitive because he was dealing with something. He was dealing with something. And that's not had nothing to do with me. He was dealing with something. So you can get very triggered when you're dealing with something and you thinking that you got the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't know who's your friend, you don't know who's your foe, and then someone sends you something. And they just say, oh, I thought these niggas was cool, and they talking about you. So you're triggered. So me being the adult, I said, well, look, here's a live. Here's the exact time when we mention your name. You let me know if we violated you. Get back to me. That's called being an adult. And I had to explain to him, these niggas don't have your best interest at hand, and they damn sure don't have mine at hand. What that was that's somebody I blocked and I don't want to deal with. Next time they contact you, you tell them, yo, call me on my gram so I can see your face. Don't call me in the dark, because these motherfuckers, cowards hide their hand. Cowards hide their hand. I'll say it again. Cowards hide their hand. I'm outside. I'm at Presses. I'm going to be at a Presser tomorrow. There's something going on with Bud and Canelo tomorrow. So there will be no live stream tomorrow. I'm going to be in Manhattan. Well, there'll be no at my regular time. I'm going to go live, but not at my regular time. But I'm outside. I'm sure there's trolls around there. There's some bitch-ass nigga in Brooklyn talking about when he see me, he's been saying that for 5 years now. And I know he's been at the Barclays at the same time. I can't hide. If you got a problem, we could talk about it. And it could go wherever you want it to go. But be prepared if you take it to somewhere where you may not be prepared to handle yourself. I stay ready. But if you don't fuck with me, then don't fuck with me. Because I damn sure don't fuck with you. Now again, what does all of this have to do with today's topic? We're dealing with real and fake and contradictions. Until the athletic commission says that Sheeraz cheated, until the athletic commission says we found the hand wrap and we did an analysis and there's some chemical in there that makes the hand wraps hard, I'm not taking none of y'all word for it. I don't want to hear it. Why? Because of WBD. Wilder, Billy Collins, Devin Haney. That's my response. If you know, you know. Other than that, shut up. Oh, I don't like the relationship between Hamzah, Sheeraz, and Turkey Al-Sheikh. I don't like the relationship with fucking Tyson Fury and Daniel Kinahan. Clarence, I'm going to hit you after the show. I don't want to hear it. Daniel Kinahan's still at large. Don't tell me anything about Turkey Al-Sheikh. Turkey got real money. And yes, Sheeraz is his Muslim brother. So what? Tyson Fury, look, you don't think Tyson Fury and Daniel Kinahan pray to the same God? Bob Arum is Jewish, but hey, listen. Who does Mauricio Silliman pray to? Huh?
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
All right. Sheeraz had an outstanding performance on foreign soil. He's now a road warrior. And he just beat up Berlanga. I can't unsee all of those multiple hooks. The body shot. I can't unsee him getting stopped. Don't talk to me about no drugs. I'm talking about the Fanatics. Y'all don't talk to me about no drugs. Y'all don't talk to me about no hand wraps. I said this before. Y'all extended a lot of courtesy to Miguel Cotto. And justifiably so, because I think he was cheated against Margarito. But fast forward to Deontay Wilder, I was looking around like, we can't get no support outside of each other? Where was the Latino support? Whoa. We saw what happened with Margarito and Cotto. And guess what? Margarito was never caught with the Cotto situation. We had a picture. I just put two and two together. I said, I can't prove it, but I think he cheated. How do we know? Because he tried to do the same shit to Shane Mosley. But you know what the difference is? If you watch a Shane Mosley fight, I can't name one meaningful punch, even if Margarito had the plaster. It wouldn't have mattered. Every time Mosley's back touched the ropes, he got off the ropes. He didn't land one meaningful punch the whole fight. How come? Now, I didn't say that about Cotto. Hey, y'all think he cheated, but Margarito still had to land those punches. That sounds insensitive, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound insensitive? Insensitive. So why the fuck y'all doing that to us with Deontay and Devin? Why y'all doing that? Y'all didn't do that to Billy Collins. Y'all ain't do that to Miguel Cotto. Oh, well, Cotto got it back in blood. Took him about 1.5 years. Devin wanted it back in blood. Ryan said no. Then he gets suspended. They come back. They were supposed to line it up. They were supposed to line it up. He still loses. Devin said, I still want the fight. Now the motherfucker says, see you next year. My hand's broken. And Devin's still the problem? This is why I don't fuck with y'all. This is why I say there's a racial disconnect. Panama Lewis got thrown out the sport. Ryan Garcia cheated. He lied on everybody from Scooter to Perfect Amino to Supercar to George Floyd and everything. Victor Conti and everything. They ain't throwing out Henry Garcia. They say, man, you in the camp. You're supposed to know this. Cognitive dissonance. Y'all have a core belief. We're animals, our skulls are thicker, we're more athletic. Y'all don't mind motherfuckers taking drugs if it means if y'all can compete against us, y'all don't care. We love Deontay, we love Devin. Y'all don't love us. And I'm going to tell you something else. If Brian Norman wins and he catches flame, y'all going to hate him too. I already know what time it is. Y'all loved Ali. No. Y'all love Frazier because you hated Ali. Y'all love Foreman because you hated Ali. Y'all love Norton because you hated Ali. But when those brothers stood on their own, y'all didn't give a fuck. I've seen this. And that's why I say all these fighters need to go on code. But there's so much disarray, it's never going to happen. And I'm cool with it. I've accepted this shit. Because y'all don't know what's going on. I do. And I'm not raising you, and I shouldn't. If your parents ain't teach you what this world is as a black person, then I'm not. I do my part every day talking. But niggers hear what they want to hear. Oh, you tearing down Tank to bring up Devin. That's what you want to say? Devin don't need my help in bringing him up. Because I'm looking at the outcome right now. Love him, hate him, he could retire right now. He got bread, and he's breaking bread with another real one named Brian Norman Jr. Real recognizes real. When Devin tried to recognize Shakur, what happened? I know my worth. Edwin De Los Santos in a stinker. I liked the performance, but everyone else didn't. I said, well, shit, I hope he made as much money with Edwin De Los Santos. Now, if it was the same amount of money, what would you rather have? A win against Devin, right? Again, in the possibility of getting 4 belts with the same money, or a win against De Los Santos with the same performance with no belt in a stinker. The two doesn't match. I see all you motherfuckers for what y'all are. That's why y'all can't come here and say any old thing. You keep idolizing and worshiping the wrong thing. You see how far it gets you. I said yesterday, if you want Tank in that ring anytime before November, you're asking for it. Because Tank knows y'all as fake as it comes, and when he lose bad in the ring, y'all ain't gonna be around. He don't want to be a meme. That's his nightmare, isn't it? Hey, man, I just don't want to lose in front of the world. Devin felt that already, but you know what? He rebounded. And God said, watch this. I'm going to vindicate you, son. This kid cheated you. Now, we can't help how the public treats Devin, but the public also hated Jesus too, didn't they? Uh-oh. And he's bearing that cross, isn't he? That's what secure men do. What insecure men do is point the finger. What insecure men do is talk all this shit about what they can do and what they're gonna do, and they never do it. Like trolls. I'll do this and I'll do that and I'll do this. Meanwhile, I don't know you, don't know how you look, and you're saying all this shit, but you ain't gonna do shit. You're throwing rocks and hiding your hand. That's what you niggas do. That's how I see Tank. You're talking a good one, but you're surrounded by contemporaries, you're not doing nothing. I want you to do something. But that's hate, though. Fine, fuck it. Call me a hater? I wear it well. I wear it well. Before you get in the ring, you better handle this shit with your girlfriend and your baby mama. And if he got set up, it wouldn't surprise me. But in this era, I tell all the brothers, y'all need to be on point. It's easier to sue people and come up than it is to work for a living. It is. Brother Lamar, salute. But if your single mama ain't tell you that, if your single mama, who was a side chick, evidence is that is your birth, your life. If your single mama don't know, if she's not telling you how women are, because she should know, because she was one. She was one of them. I'm not raising. You are not my responsibility. But these niggas do come in here and call me a hater, and that's fine. You ain't got no daddy. I'm a hater, you ain't got no daddy. You got a daddy, prove it. Because it is true that you got a daddy, but this nigga did 20 years in the pen. He came out. He can tell you a lot about, booty scratching and jelly on your bum in prison. He can tell you a lot about that. We so ignorant in the black community. Motherfucker could go to school and come back with a doctorate. And they be like, man, that nigga think he the shit. But old Pookie getting out, he just did a 25-year bid. Oh, he coming home. Oh, it's the barbecue. Oh. What? That's y'all niggas. Y'all mistake things that are mediocre or just horrible for excellence, and y'all underachieve. Y'all are the product of everyone gets a trophy. Y'all are from the Bush administration. Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about right now, do you? Y'all remember everybody gets a house? Do y'all have any idea what that did to our economy? Why are you okaying a person to move into a $300,000 home knowing he only makes $25,000 a year? He can't even afford to pay the light and gas. But George Bush, who had a reputation, and Trill will tell you, he had a reputation of crashing companies before he became president. This nigga did 2 terms. Everybody gets a house, no child left back. So now you're gonna allow idiots to graduate just because you want them out of your hair? This is the generation I'm talking to. These are the niggas. These are the products getting on here, arguing with me about Tank fucking Davis. That's what you want to do? Listen, go to other channels and march to that tune. I'm not even talking to you. Because you'll never get it. Because when your team, when you play Little League, and you was looking in the stands and all you saw was your mama, 90 degrees outside, but she has on that 30-pound wig, talking about, go ahead, Junior. Junior to who? We don't know. And your team sucked. And y'all came in last, but somehow you still got a fucking trophy? So you cool. I just saw a video on the gram. Some kid was celebrating his graduation, but I think I read the caption. It said nigga got left back like 3 times, and they're just graduating him, and he's on there celebrating. I said, man, is this true? They threw him out of school. They said, fuck it, just give him his diploma, get him out of there. You're not helping him. You're not helping them. This generation, there's no damn help. And I'm not helping you niggas. If you come over here, Black Martial Arts Society, salute. If you come over here, and everything I say over here is 100%, especially as it pertains to the black community. If you come over here with that bullshit, if you come over here trying to defend Tank, you better be ready. Because a majority of the shit that I have, the problems that I have with Tank, a majority of it has nothing to do with boxing. I don't want that dude in jail. I counter my brother, salute. I don't want that dude in jail. I wish he would stop it with these goddamn broads. And all I wanted to know is, do you want this motherfucking... Did y'all hear that shit yesterday? Really think about this. I said, do you want this kid in the ring before November? Y'all remember what his response was? His response was, well, last time Tank went to prison, he came out and got a knockout. So then I said, oh, so your answer is yes. Motherfucker says, I'm not saying that. What? That is exactly what you're saying. So you cool with it. If that's your answer, then you cool with it. I'm not. I want Tank 100% with a full camp, and he's not even in camp training. And you want him in there? That was the question. You want him in there before November? We ain't getting it in August. 16th? No. 30th? No. It's the middle of July. September is still too close. October, I was like, maybe, and then we found out the day before he wasn't even in camp. No, he needs a whole camp. So anytime before November, that's where the November came from. Anytime before November is fucking suicide. Why? So y'all can say, oh, well, he lost, so it looked that bad because he didn't have a full camp. I don't want no excuses. BP, what up? I don't want no excuses. I don't want it. I want him 100%. I want to see what he's changed to compete or beat Lamont Roach. I don't want Tank going in the ring worried about whether he's going to jail or not, because only Floyd Mayweather can do that. He fought Miguel Cotto. He almost dropped Miguel Cotto in the last round. Go look at it. And he fought and he won. And he went and did his little stint in prison. I don't think Tank is that mentally strong. Everyone around him says, yo, the kid's weak mentally. Now, why is everyone saying that? People that don't talk to each other are saying that. Lamont Roach don't talk to Elijah Pierce. They said the same thing. Elijah told me that when I started talking to him, he said, yo, that dude's weak mentally. I said, word? He said, yeah, y'all don't know. He quit. And what did we hear about Devin? Prior to that, he quit. Brian Norman fucked him up in sparring. He quit. Now, why is it that all these people that had interaction with him that don't interact with one another have the same story? You think Tank is going to go in there knowing that when he gets sentenced, they're going to say, hey, man, okay, you're going to have to do X amount of time, but you go ahead and fulfill, make money, cut a check for your kids, and then you're going to do some time and come back and get your career back on. You think he could go in the goddamn ring knowing all of that? In fact, when that was the case with Floyd, they said, we're going to let you have your fight because you bring revenue to the city of Las Vegas. But after that, you're doing your time. Y'all remember that? And people were hoping, oh, he's going to get knocked out by Cotto because he's thinking about going to jail. Yo, he's going to jail. There's nothing he can do about it now. He may as well go ahead and fight. And one thing I say about Floyd Mayweather is that he's mentally strong. He is. Tank's not like that. He's not. And I don't want no excuses. What does this knuckle dragger do? Comes in here, yo, you bringing a brother down to bring another one up. I don't need to bring Tank down to bring anybody up. What, I got to cut down Tank to bring up Lamont Roach, Devin Haney? Who? Shakur? Who? Point out when I lied about this motherfucker. And when he came in the chat and called me a liar, I knew I had him. I knew it. Because what I'm talking about with Tank, he's taking it personal. Nigga, you're not Tank. You just have a picture with him. He don't even like you. How can I say that? Easy. Didn't he not say, when y'all see me in the street, don't talk to me? He was talking about everybody. Boxer fan times 4 in that super chat. He said it's them 5 to 6 student classrooms allowed into real world. Yeah, exactly. You know, all right. I know what you're talking about, brother. But I know a lot of brothers that were in special ed that made out just fine. I do. I know a lot of them brothers that you know, they just learn different. But I know what you're saying. You're firing a shot. I know what you're saying. But I know a lot of brothers and sisters that were in special ed. That just means you learn different. And they're just fine right now. They have jobs. Some of them making 6 figures. They got family. You would never know. But I come from an era where the adults recognize the discrepancy in their children and say, look, my child is not retarded. He just needs a little extra help. And the parents get them the help. I'm in an era now where it's like, yo, Junior, he can smoke weed. Just give him a little weed. He'll be okay. Why you screaming at Junior? Why you calling him Junior and his father's not around? He don't even know why he's called Junior. He thinks that's his fucking first name. He's named after the nigga that you think skeeted in your last, and you had a whole train ran on him. The dude you want to be Junior's father is hella light-skinned and Junior black as night. Go make it make sense. Oh, grandpa, a Cherokee Indian. Bitch, shut up, you're lying with your Kool-Aid color hair. Shut up. Where the fuck is my button at? Where's my... Shut up! I don't want to hear it. Man, let me get my day started, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Don't talk to me about no Hamzah Sheeraz. He didn't cheat. Until the New York State Athletic Commission tells me he cheated, then I'll entertain it. Then I'll handle it accordingly. But I'm not listening to you knuckle draggers. No, don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because of Deontay Wilder, because of Billy Collins, because of Devin Haney. And I got more. I just kept it simple because I can't unsee those hooks and uppercuts that Sheeraz put on his ass. Allahu Akbar. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.